Well, this is the canal that gets me from the boat launch out into the main lake. Hopefully you can see this. This is completely covered over with floating hyacinths. This is what I love to find to flip with, but I can't get out to the lake. So I'm gonna have to pull out, go to another boat launch, and go fishing. So let's go do that. This is the boat launch. Normally I'd be pulling up to right about here, but I'm actually beaching the boat at the point where the concrete ends and the dirt starts. That's wild. Right there is the end of the concrete. And then the dirt starts there. So this should go downhill to the water. Not so much today. All right, let's get the trailer, load the boat, go someplace else. I am at my second boat launch this morning. Same lake, just a different boat launch. We are really flooded. Let me turn this around so you can see. That's the tops of the grasses that are out here. Like that's bulrushes there. They're usually pretty tall and they're barely out of the water. The rest of this is completely covered over. I haven't seen this since 2004 when the Hurricane Charlie came through. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna go out and try and look for some running water, maybe to start with, and we'll see how it goes from there. It's now just 2 minutes before 8. Sunrise was 7:10, so I normally would have been out by now, but I'm not alone. There was one trailer here, boat trailer out at the boat launch, and I don't know if that's the same guys, but there's another boat out. All right, I hope to have some fun. Come fishing with me, stay with me. Let's go see what we can do. Well, in case you've been on some other planet and you don't know what's going on, we just had a hurricane come through here in Florida, and that's what all the flooding is about. More flooding with this hurricane than any of them that I have seen in 20 years, but that's why all the water is here. And this is where Central Florida dumps water into this chain of lakes. And then from here, it heads down to Lake Okeechobee. From Lake Okeechobee, it spreads into the intercoastal on each side, going out into the ocean or the Gulf. It also just filters its way into the Everglades. This is considered to be the headwaters of the Everglades because this is the farthest inland that you can come with a boat from the ocean and navigate through waterways to get here. From this point forward, there are blocks that you cannot get through with a boat. All right, let's go. That big black plate is the lock, or the overflow. Actually, that's the lock right there. So that plate is completely out of the water. They're draining the lake as fast as they can. So much so, they have the lock itself blocked off so you can't go through, and the gates are wide open. So they're draining the lake through the lock itself, wide open, and through the overflow. There's quite a bit of flow here. So I'm hoping to maybe get some fish that are trying to feed off the current. Now, this is normally all grass here, but it's under the water. But certainly it is slowing the water down here as it comes through more than it is over here. This is the channel coming in. So you can see the water swirling here. There's kind of a rip here. Every once in a while there's something popping up, but so far no takers. Now, you see the water here kind of funneling here. Smooth over here, smooth over here, and then there's like a rip right here. Now this has been like this for almost a week. So my guess is that these fish would be here staged. But so far, nothing. bald eagle flying right there. It's a mature bald eagle. See the white head, white tail. Now there's two bald eagles here. They're kind of chasing each other. Four bald eagles. Hoping that you can see that. Turn off the motor so you can hear them chirping. There we go. There's one. I was dragging that on the bottom. All right. That's loose. Just for the heck of it. There it is. 14 3/4 inches. Let me just toss them in. I want to fish her here. I want to keep going. That is a good fish. Let's try to drag him. Holy moly, look at that one. Let's try to drag him up here. Wow. I got him hooked pretty good, but he's hooked on the lip. Okay. Jeepers. All right. Let's get into a little bit calmer water here. Yeah, that's a good one. Okay. Let's measure him. He's 19 3/4 inches. All right. 4.7. Okay. There he goes. He's just a hair less than 18. Let's see what he weighs. 214. And not that big of a fish. Let me hold them up. There you go. Nice looking fish, though. Got them. I got him on the fluke, Magnum fluke. All right, we're on. There you go. Well, that's a guide trip right in front of me. They're throwing worms into the edge of that grass like I showed you, where the eddy is. But they're just getting smaller fish. I'm getting bigger fish over here. This one's 16 and a quarter. All right, I guess I'll just let you go, buddy. Okay. What do you think, huh? All right, let's see. I think it'd be about 16. Exactly, 16. Let's see what he weighs, just for the heck of it. Or she. Two. Not bad. Nice little fish. Go ahead. All right. Yeah, let's see how big he is. Not bad. Not bad. I'm going to bring him around the other side. I think I need to net this guy. Even though I don't really want to, if I can get away with it. I got your blocks in here. Oh boy. I'll get out of the net later. There's a good one. I move up just a little bit. He's 18 and a half. All right. He's 3839. Not bad. Nice little fish. Look at the belly on that one. That's starting to pre-spawn. Undoubtedly, this is a female. Come in. Wake up. Time to go. There he goes. There we go with another one. Okay, let's flip him in. Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah, not bad. 14 and a quarter. That's 1.8, 1.9. There he is. All right, let me just kind of give you an update a little. There's a rip coming in here, coming from this direction. There's a rip you can see to the left of the boat right here. It's coming down. This is a channel. This is normally all grass up here, Kissimmee grass, and usually way above the surface. And so the fish are probably sitting in this Kissimmee grass, which is slowing the water down, and they're feeding on both sides. Now, they have caught a few good fish, but in general, they seem to be catching smaller fish over there. And they are consistently throwing worms. I've been throwing different things. And I'm throwing a crankbait now. As the water comes ripping around this corner here, I've caught a few of them in this little area here. And here we go again. Again, it's a good one. Almost yanked the pole down. I guess he's finally waking up that the boat is here. Come on, get in. Head first. All right. I'll worry about the net getting all caught with the crankbait after I get the fish. Whoa. I don't know how I did that, but crankbait didn't get hooked on the net. Let me move away from the barrier here. Another one over here. This corner seems to be a bunch of fish. Whoa, I shouldn't have done that. I tried to flip him in. He only had one little hook on the corner of his mouth. Yeah. Well. Oh. Yeah, he looked bigger. This one's 16 and a quarter. Where'd you go, buddy? Whoa. Hang on. This guy doesn't seem like he's hooked that well. Whoa. Holy shit. Well, that's not a bad fish. What do you think? How long you are? 19 and a half. £4 even. There he is. Boy, he's got a big belly. She does, I should say. All right. There she goes. Oh, I had him snagged in the side, and he pulled off. Oh well. If you remember at the beginning of the video, I was planning on putting in someplace else on the lake. I wouldn't have been down here at this end. Not that I hadn't really thought about coming down here to sit in the current in front of the lock, but I just wanted to go to the other location and try some things up there. But don't let it get you down if your plans just don't work out. In that case, I couldn't even get into the lake. It caused me to come down here. I had a great day. Just don't give up. You never know what your day is going to turn into. So what was the pattern for today? Well, moving water. In this case, it was moving water that was created from the massive rains following a hurricane. Now, the hurricane came through Florida almost a week ago, yet this lake is really high and they've got all the drains pulled out of it that they can. The lock itself is wide open, the spillway is open. There was a lot of current there. Matter of fact, the boat when I was either dealing with a fish, not paying attention, I drifted back against the barriers before the spillway, and the boat was kind of difficult to get off of them because of the pressure of the water going by so fast. I did that a couple of times, but I got off. But it's something you really got to pay attention to. And what did I use to catch my fish? Well, I caught the very first one, and actually I think the largest one of the day, on a Magnum Super Fluke. I got one on a Zoom Magnum speed worm, maybe two, I don't remember. I also got a number of them on a crankbait. The crankbait was a Lucky Craft crankbait, kind of shiner colored, not yellowish, but very silver, very brightly colored. This water's always stained, and right now from all the rain, it's even more stained. It's not muddy, it's just stained. And let me say something about the running water pattern that I was on today. If you just have one little storm or you got an afternoon rain shower, it generally doesn't produce enough rain for a long enough time for the fish to set up. You might get a couple, so it's always good to check. But in this case, this water's been running for many days, and that gives the fish time to get themselves in a position that they start to look for the eddies that are created from, in this case, the foliage around it that they would sit behind, or if there's a drop off where the land comes out and drops down and the water's running over the top of it, they'll sit underneath it. Very much like trout in a stream do. And that's the kind of pattern that you're looking for. So if you have multiple days of rain, no matter what causes the rain, whether it's a hurricane or just multiple days of rain and thunderstorms, and you're starting to build up a lot of rain, try it. They may start to get lined up in that kind of a position, and you can really have a good day. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. In the corner up here, you can ring a bell. Down below, you can leave comments. If you got any questions, I'll be glad to try to answer them for you. And as usual, underneath the video, you can click on something that says show more. There are most of the items that I use in my videos. If you're having trouble locating anything, there are links there. And again, thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting the channel. I'll see you again next time. I hope you had a good time. Bye now. Hey Wayne, how are you? They were doing really good this morning at the lock. Yeah, the most water I've seen go through there.